And we're back, I believe, in the correct order as well. Are we back in the correct order? God damn, yes we are. We're great. We're wonderful. We're beautiful people. All right. Zeke's back.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Hey, Zeke Poo.
I
got something.
My computer blue screened on me.
The Spider-Man was too much.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. All right, so Firebolt coming at you. Now, when I cast what I was going to say was, when I cast an offensive spell, something that's going to hurt something, like, you might notice just as a little bit of flavor. Like, my eyes, like, become like coals in a fire. They kind of look like just red coals in a fire.
Like that super hot, like way too hot glow?
Depending on how offensive, what the level of the spell is.
Alright, so more magic power means more glowy eyes.
Exactly. So if I get up to like a 6th level spell, it's gonna be like
like volcanoes come out.
Right. Oh, one question we had was, did the spider fall?
Yeah.
No, the spider did not fall because he's currently on his webbing, so he's tight.
Because I crit the shit out of him.
Okay.
Yeah, you crit and did severe damage, but he did not drop.
Motherfucker.
All right.
You only threw a dart at him.
It's a sexy dart, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bye, Ace.
Sorry, I had to quickly do something.
Coming out, grabbing it, hucking a fiery orb at him, just a little tiny fiery orb. Hopefully hits him. Hopefully I have the attack roll in here. Yes, 20 is my attack roll.
Mm-hmm. That definitely hits.
Three fire damage.
All right. All right, and it does specify that stuff gets caught. The spider, you know, takes 3 fire damage. It doesn't seem to hurt him too much, but he does get very skittish and he starts willing to like run over his web. And you do notice that he is taking a heavy beating. He is damaged, he's bleeding, he is not having a happy time. Alright, which leaves us with Davrik.
Okay, well, I'm curious. So you said that the spider's still on the ceiling, right?
Yeah, he's just climbing over his web that covers essentially the back of the cave. Okay,
so I don't think he would be out of range if I were to try to go for a melee attack, correct? Because he's too high up, or?
He's too high up for you, especially since you are a dwarf.
Okay, that definitely doesn't help. I'm gonna take my light hammer out and throw my hammer at him.
All right, go ahead.
Oh God, do I just press hammer? Is there any difference for like throwing it, or?
Nope, not for you. Just make sure you are within range, because right now you are not within range.
Okay, so I guess I move to here. I can throw up to 60 feet, I think.
Yeah, up to 60 feet, but then you're throwing with disadvantage.
You want to be within.
Yeah, well, I move 20 feet away from him then.
All right, now you're good. Good. Throw ahead, and may your aim be true.
And here we go.
Light hammer, 25 bludgeoning damage. And as you throw that spider, it just like you can see the spider just under the force of your light hammer.
Damage, right?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, just five damage.
Yeah.
5 bludgeoning.
Yeah. It's 5 bludgeoning damage, and you hit it on the head, like and it just falls down on the ground, and it stops moving. And so it's an acid pours from it, like a slight amount of acid that also starts to burn the immediate area around it, and it's dead. It stopped moving.
Let's take a step back away from the acid puddle, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, even with that, I just kind of laugh, and I still move up and go and grab my hammer. I don't think it's still in the corpse, but I go and grab the hammer and get that back.
Yeah, it just fell down with.
See if there's anything around that I can see, maybe even like some shiny gems or whatever, because I doubt the spider would be after shiny things. I don't think. So can I do like a perception check or something? Just look around the room and see if I see anything glinting.
Yeah, go ahead. Like do an investigation check or a perception check.
Okay. Now, I don't have any extra proficiencies in doing that because of my background, do I? As a jeweler and a mason. Or just
no,
roll perception and it is.
I would say mason. The jewelry proficiency you have is more with working with them, not necessarily finding them.
Maybe not seeing them. Okay, I'll just roll regular perception. 20. You see the entire room for what it is at this point. Like the threat has been killed. And you can take a good moment, take a breather, and you do see a lot of webbing and a lot of fallen iron and those stones. And in one of these cards, it is primarily covered in a lot of webbing. You notice a glistening of sorts, and you do notice that there's a few gems in there, small gems, not cut or polished or anything, just raw gems are in one of these cards that's covered in webbing. Okay, well, I'll run up and clear the webbing out of the way and round up the gems and then announce to the group that I found the gems and I can hold on to them and we can divvy them up later.
All right. Yeah, do me a favor, roll 1d4.
1d4?
Yep.
Okay, I'll just type that in. It's just /r space d4, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. 2.
You find 2 gems, like two
gems.
Tiny gems. They're unpolished.
2 tiny unpolished gems.
Yes, okay. Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else that wants to do anything with the creature or something, or?
Just out of character. Is the touching the spider gonna burn me?
Want to find out?
Yes.
Touch the spider.
Want to find out? Touch the spider.
Just don't touch the acid, man.
Like there's a lot of acid. Like it's very difficult. Like it's almost like its blood is acid, or it's like a separate substance. But they're very difficult to distinguish from one another, especially after it's kind of starting to go together as it like lies on the ground dead.
So can I inspect the spider?
Yeah,
if
sure.
it has anything on it or in it?
Yeah, sure. You can do that. Like an investigation or maybe an animal handling check, perhaps, if you want.
Okay, hold on. Character. My things went away. Character sheet. Skills. Animal handling. Go. What did I roll?
Nice, crit.
23. And you are able to like handle this spider with its assets without even without getting close to burning yourself.
Thank God.
Like there's nothing specifically in it that is valuable besides its organs.
But I can harvest its organs?
You could try, you could. With that check, you can definitely try to like perhaps get the find a way to hold down the sack of acid that is within the creature. Perhaps you can like take the legs with it. Perhaps somebody's interested in that, or just see whatever you can salvage from it.
Yeah, I want to salvage his acid sacks.
If I may,
yes, sir.
Can we wait? 'Cause the dwarf, being a dwarf, which we do not fault him for, but the dwarf being a dwarf felt it necessary to shout, which is fine. But I suggest we wait until after, and we make our way back. Then we do this.
That's a good call.
All right, yeah.
You make a really good point.
Perceptive of you, Mr. Dragonborn.
And before we go to leave the room, I want to do another, I want to check the room to see if there's any like potential hidden passageways or anything like that, just so we don't potentially get like raided from behind from like the kobolds or something. What would I roll for that to see if there's anything hidden in the room?
Anything
or is
hidden
there too much web? Like hidden passageways or anything? Yeah,
you can try like a perception or an investigation check if you're looking for something specific.
Yeah, like I'm specifically looking for like hidden passageways or like hidden doors or something.
Oh yeah, that's an investigation check. Like, yeah, throw an investigation check.
Okay. Boop. 5.
Yeah, you look around and you are absolutely certain there's no secret passageways that you can't make up. Especially the webbing and such doesn't help you.
All right. I don't even make any notion of the search, and I just motion towards the other way, down the other hall.
And also,
I moved myself. I'm waiting.
Yeah. Also, by the way, the two gems you picked up, Mr. Dwarf,
Yes.
they're blue quartz, and your experience, yeah, 2 blue quartz, and you know that one's polished, one's taken care of, and all that. What you know you can do yourself as well. They become about 10 gold pieces per pop if you know the right people.
Okay.
They're quite common, as you know.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, so I believe that settles combat. You guys want to? I'm assuming you guys continue to progress through the tunnels. So what do you guys do exactly? This is important. What do you guys do exactly?
I think me and the Dragonborn are just waiting on.
Yep.
Irving.
I'm just stopped right here where the entrance is.
Just stealth my way on up.
Yep.
And boop boop boop.
And then I'll do a perception to listen, look, that kind of stuff.
All right, yeah, go ahead, do it.
Down this hall. Eh.
6. You don't hear anything besides the group you're with.
Are we all rolling perception?
If you guys want, sure.
I rolled.
Can I use my stealth to continue checking on ahead?
You could, but it becomes very difficult to see without a light source. Because you don't have dark vision, and the cave itself is extremely dark at this point. Unless you are with the torch that Mayath is holding.
All right, I'm basically going to stay just ahead of where our light casts, just kind of just like looming in the shadows. Just ahead of it, but like keeping within eyeshot of the party.
All right. Now, as you guys progress, like, you guys don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You guys are not really paying attention, like the cave is very dark and such. And you guys just press forward, I take it? Being careful, moving slowly, but pressing forward nonetheless. And as you guys can see, as you guys move forward, you do notice that there are some of the pathways are like holed out because you can clearly see there was mining action. More tools are found. And of course, like just broken debris, iron and stones across everywhere you go. But nothing out of the ordinary. You don't hear anything just yet. You don't hear or smell anything. It's just the same old musky, dusty cave smell that you would expect in an actual cave. Nothing feels out of the ordinary. It's just that it's weird that a mine is dark and that it's so silent in here.
Damn these stale winds. Are you coming? Is the Sparky's boy over there?
We're making our way.
Making our way downtown.
So we're just making our way down this pathway, and we haven't seen anything of okay, nothing special.
But as you guys come across the corner,
okay.
Who was first in line?
I think it was.
I'm the first visible.
The chimney sweep was the first actual person.
But the first person is you are still stealthing, right?
Yep.
All right. Now, since you are a little bit ahead, you do notice as you guys come across the corner that there are 2 kobolds standing in the middle of that room, having a bit of a back and forth of sorts. So, what do you guys do?
Gonna sneak up.
Now, do they have a light?
They do have a light. As you come across the corner, you immediately
so we can see them because they have a light.
Yeah. One of them is holding a torch.
Where are they? Can you put them in the room?
Yeah, I'm trying to do that right now, but the system is not working. Trying to get them in, but oh boy.
Motherfucking kobolds. Living that.
Oh, there they are.
There they are.
Those little dirty cocksuckers. We're gonna kill them. We're gonna die.
Everything is going to creep up on the one on the left.
Yeah, and they're not paying attention to you. Like they're essentially talking to each other. Like it sounds like a very serpenty-like style of talking, like a lot of S's and like tongue sounds, I guess you can pronounce it as. And you can indeed
kobold stuff.
But you are not detected. But as you sneak up on them, I do want you to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
As instead of like not being seen, you're now trying to creep up on them and backstab them.
Now, my expertise gives me advantage on that.
No, your expertise makes you get double your proficiency bonus. So instead of a
Double
plus
proficiency
2,
bonus.
you have a plus 4 to stealth. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I believe in you.
Damn it.
I don't know why I believed in you so.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna roll something because you never know. Perhaps you get lucky because kobolds are not, you know.
Just because you don't make a stealth roll doesn't mean you're like, you know, banging pots together.
Like you're dead.
Because you have to understand, like, kobolds, they are dumb as shit, right? So I'm
They're
gonna.
not very intelligent or perceptive.
And they do not notice you. They do not notice you. You like stumble, like you almost stumble, but you collect yourself, and they are like, they're making too much noise. And they're like,
Squall puts his hand on the dwarf's chest. Oh God!
You actually make it under, and you can do whatever you want now, undetected.
All right.
Go into him.
Rapier in hand, he's going to attempt to stab up and under the left rib cage.
Of the one right in front of you? Okay, yeah.
As opposed to the other one right in front of me?
Well, there's two right in front of you. Like, I don't know if you want to do a diagonal stab or like a straightforward stab. Like, you know, you're the rogue.
We'll do this. That guy.
That one.
All right.
That one.
All right. And
Now, do I have advantage on the attack?
He doesn't see you. He's unaware of your presence, and you stab him.
Okay.
Just do an attack roll with advantage and see what happens.
Ah.
You actually you try to stab him. However, maybe it's the footing that you have. Maybe you misstep yourself on a rock, but you do whiff it. You whiff it, and your sword goes right in front of their face, announcing your presence. They turn around, and there's this screeching sound, and they start fighting.
Oh, well, that was not supposed to happen.
Nope. And they make this screeching sound, and they essentially lift up their sword, and they go for it. They try to aim at you right now. And thus, combat starts once more as a failed attempt. But now they are aware of your presence, so there's no goodness here.
Our presence.
Well, they are aware of your presence, and they look now into the direction of the cave, so they do see you because you're holding the torch. And as you can see, Myeth is, and he's around you, so you're essentially presenting yourself to the kobolds.
Motherfucker. So we're rolling initiative?
I think initiative, yeah.
I'm just gonna turn him around. I was just turning him around to make him look pretty.
Initiative roll one of these goddamn times.
Do we put anything in on initiative? Is there a dex mod?
Yeah, plus dex. Plus dex.
You just hit initiative button, baby.
Yeah, just hit the initiative button and you should be fine.
Oh. I did, but that's what happened somehow. I don't know why. I think that's it though, 1d20 plus 1. For my dex
then you do plus 1 and you're good to go, mate.
Yeah, so this is 7, so.
I messed up, sorry.
That up a little bit.
I messed up, it happens, you know, I'm also just human.
Jesus tits ass.
Oh my god, these kobolds.
I'm sorry, Tangent. It looks like you're gonna get hurt.
Okay.
So now, maybe not, because we do have, you know, we do have,
I'm sorry.
I do understand. Okay, I honestly just looked up kobolds just to see if I could.
Yeah.
It says in the D&D whatever rule book, whatever, it says speak a version of the draconic tongue.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do speak Draconic,
They do speak Draconic, yes.
And I do speak Draconic. And it's like probably trying to make out Spanglish if you only speak English. Like I get pieces and parts.
Okay.
Yeah. Now these particular kobolds, they do speak Draconic. Straight up Draconic.
So can I understand what they were saying before?
I highly doubt this would make a difference, but if my roll was actually a 11 instead of 9, would that have mattered at all?
An 11 instead of a 9?
Yeah.
No, you would have still whiffed it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you would have. Sorry. I wish I could.
No, it's important. I thought I've been rolling +1 for that kind of stuff.
Did you put your weapons into your character sheet too?
Why is the tavern sound going?
But I didn't realize that there was a proficiency bonus for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it now.
Like
though.
if you put it in the weapons thing, and it'll calculate your
It'll automatically do it.
all your shit, pluses, whatever.
Oh, yeah, I got it right there. Okay.
Yeah, and then you just hit the little attack button.
Yeah.
Next to whatever you have it as.
All right. Anyway, what were they saying?
All right. Well, it is first and foremost. It's essentially Myath's turn right now. You just saw Irving or Greg with his attempt at backstabbing completely.
Okay.
But you were already ready, expecting something foolish to happen, so you were ready, and now it's your turn to act.
Okay. Let's see here. I am going to attempt something sexy. Well, something sexy. Sort of, maybe. Sexy. I am going to now. My question to you is, since these guys are above animal intelligence, barely, of course, but they're above. Yeah. They're above animal intelligence. Which means that they can speak, basically, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, can I charm them?
That depends on how you want to charm them.
Like charm, like a spell, charm person.
So
charm makes a humanoid creature regardless.
Yeah, you can. They're classed as humanoid creatures, so you could, if you have a charm spell that does charm humanoids, you could attempt it.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna attempt to charm one of them.
All right. Which one? The left one or the right one?
The left one. How about? Or no,
left one.
Not the one that Tangent tried to slice.
The other one.
That's the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll let him kill that guy if he wants to.
Go ahead. Time to charm.
Okay,
oh God, here we go.
Charm away. Let's see here.
Body sexually.
When that kobold needs some healing or feeling, when he gets that feeling, I don't know. What's the line?
He needs sexual healing.
He just needs sexual healing.
All right.
Charm person. Spell description. The charm treated target's attitude as friendly if the creature is currently being threatened or attacked by you or allies. However, it receives a +5 on its saving throw.
I didn't see any rolls. What's the roll supposed
yeah,
to
like
It's not a roll.
It's just a straight up. You're charmed now.
No. There's a DC. My DC is 13.
Against wisdom.
Against, DC 13, and it's against shit.
I want to say it's a wisdom DC then, a wisdom saving throw you have to make.
Let me just make sure here. Let's see here. Wisdom saving throw. Yep, so it's a wisdom, so they gotta do 13 or higher in wisdom.
They, however, do get a +5 bonus to it, as the spell explains, as they are currently being threatened by Tangent.
Oh, do kobolds have a resist?
No, the charm person spell says it itself. If you look at it, if the creature is currently being threatened or attacked by you or your
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about kobolds themselves.
Oh, kobold themselves, they don't know. They're actually quite vulnerable to this type of stuff.
Okay, good. So I'll throw it at him. He has a +5. Let's see here.
He gets a +5 bonus, and it's a wisdom saving throw. Your DC is 30. Yep. So I'm gonna roll for it, and it's a 6. Right. So this creature.
+5 is 11, so that's fine.
Oh, it's a +3 because they have a -2 penalty to wisdom.
Oh, do they?
They have a -2. So I evened it out. Make sense?
Swell.
There you go.
I got it.
Because they have a -2 wisdom.
So I start waving my arms around, and then I throw because I have my torch in one hand. I throw my hand out to the one, and I just beckon him.
All right,
This
so
one, I tell everybody, this one is mine.
all right, yep.
Feel free to kill the other one.
How long does it last?
Doesn't say. So I'm assuming until it breaks its DC, I guess.
Let's see here.
So right now he's being charmed and
It's
is
like an hour or something, I'm sure.
yeah, like you
1 hour. Yep.
Yeah, he's now 1 hour he is your friend, so you can command him to do things on his turn, I presume. Unless he's being attacked and he can break a spell. I'm presuming there's a particular way to break it when he takes damage, for example. Anyway, Zeke, look into that. But that particular creature is now essentially friendly.
That's the 19 one, right?
Yep, that is the 19, so it's his turn now as well. The creature that just got charmed.
There you go. It is charmed until the spell ends, or you or your companions do something harmful to it.
There you go. So right now it's his turn. And
it's his turn.
yep, and he is charmed.
Come to me.
You're not.
And you say come to you. So he starts...
To the kobold, yes.
Yeah, okay, and he just essentially starts walking up to you. And turns slightly toward you as well.
Yep.
Now, Davik, you do see a kobold coming at you, but he doesn't... He seems to ignore you, but he goes... He is coming your direction. But you know that he is considered now friendly. Well, that's his entire... Actually, he runs towards you. And just starts standing next to you. He's essentially now a pet you have.
Okay. Yep. And
Which brings us...
earliest convenience, I tell him to drop his weapons.
Okay, and he does. He drops his weapons. Because it's a free action. He's now essentially weaponless, unarmed, standing next to you, being docile.
Excellent.
Irving, your turn, my friend.
All right. Well, let me see. Do we have anybody? So their kobold retreated to with Zeke, and what did this other one do?
The other one is looking at you, and he is intent to kill you. He wants to swing at you.
I know this looks bad. I stab him.
All right, make an attack roll.
I know this looks bad, but
Yeah. Ha ha! How about you? You shit! I attack him with a flourish of rapier steel, and I miss. Oh wait, did I roll a 6 or was that?
That was him. That was him. You haven't rolled yet.
Syntax error expected. Lots of things.
Yeah, you probably rolled something differently. So, hit the attack button on your weapon.
That was the attack button.
Do you have it select? Do you have the?
You probably have something wrongfully filled in. So just doing a regular D20 plus your dex plus your proficiency. It's a +3 then I take. If your dex... Wow.
That is beautiful.
You steal yourself after that fumble of before, and you try to go at it again, and he just steps aside. Like, he just does a sidestep and looks at you. Weird, and you're just like... It's like you're trying to step something next to him, essentially, at this point.
Fleet.
Completely.
These kobolds are fleeter on their feet than I anticipated. Steel yourselves, my friends.
Fleeter on their feet.
Completely whiffed it.
Appears
So you are now open to an
read my
attack.
mind. It knows my every move.
You are open to an attack, and he is holding... This one
Compatriots, steel yourselves. This one might be an oracle.
He's...
Fucking love that, dude.
Fucking hate you.
That one was a good one.
Okay, and he swings at you. He has this blade who's like maybe a little bit longer than a dagger and a little bit like rough around the edge. Like it's not a good quality sword or dagger or anything. He goes at you.
No, it's a rusty shit shank coming at me, is what it is.
Yeah,
it's a railroad. That's a railroad spike that's been sharpened a bit.
Pretty much.
No, it's a piece of broken off. Like
it is a piece of metal with a handle. It's not a good quality, but he does stab you with it. 18. Does that hit?
Oh, fuck yeah, it hits me.
All right.
All right, everybody in the chat, brace for impact. We've got, like, how many hit points do I have? Let me check real quick. 1 second. Wait.
Not enough.
Witness me, chat! Witness me! Witness me! Witness me! I have...
roll it.
All right, so you essentially
I have base HP +1.
Yeah, you whiff the entire attack, and you let yourself open. He stabs you right in the chest for 4 damage.
4 damage.
Ooh.
Ugh! Irving staggers. It's gonna take more than that.
Mediocre.
Creature.
Mediocre.
Got no time to bleed. As you bleed out.
Blood,
So yeah, you
blood
take
just splashes out of my mouth and oozes down my chin.
Yeah, like, and your clothing is getting really bloody as well as the wound starting to like leak quite a bit of fluids. All right, which brings us to Squall. It's your turn.
Yep, I'm gonna move in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna straight up attack this motherfucker.
All right, it's up to you. Go ahead, man.
Damn.
25. That absolutely hits.
And then I'm gonna follow that up with the palm strike.
Ooh.
Hits as
And
well.
we got 10 damage on him. 10
All
damage
right.
on this kobold,
Yeah, like
sir.
the first hit already dropped it.
Smashes the axe into him. Does a little bit of slashing damage, and then quickly follows it up with a palm strike to his solar plexus.
As the axe burrows into the kobold, he already falls slack, but you just kick him away from you, just as a good riddance, good measure. And you kick him like a good few feet back as well, as he drops on his back, slack, no movement, dead. As there's just this gaping wound in his chest right now that's bleeding across the floor. And that's it. You have there's one more kobold left, but he's currently treated as friendly, so.
Yep. I think so.
Dwarf, you wanna do something about our bleeding friend over here?
Hurts.
Yeah,
Hurts. Fine. I'm fine.
No, I say, yeah, Craig, or whatever your name is, I'm gonna heal you. I just go over, I place a hand on his shoulder, and I just kind of give him a couple squeezes, and for somehow, this is how I transmute my magical healing, and I want to use 4 health points of my pool of 5 to heal him back up to full.
All right, and there you go. Yeah, the healing itself, your wound closes, and you just feel absolutely fine, as if you have never been hit before. Your clothes are still bloody, but beyond that, you feel fine, and the wound is perfectly closed.
Why, thank you, friend. I thought I was buying the farm there for a moment.
Just try to hit your target next fight. We'll see.
All right, so I have,
I'm gonna loot this.
I got my little buddy here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
I'm
gonna
going to move myself up.
Can
here.
I? Yeah, are you gonna name the kobold?
And you want to
What
move
is
him
his
with me?
name, friend?
I only have him for an hour.
Can I loot this motherfucker? What is he?
Yeah, you can. You can loot him. You don't find a whole lot. Like, he has some like weird height armor, not even anything that even would protect him. And he has he does have a sling on his like belt, like, yeah, belt, I guess. He has a sling there. He has a pouch with like some small rocks in it as well, and he has his dagger, and he does also, in that same pouch with the rounded rocks, he also has 3 gold pieces.
Squall just picks up the 3 gold pieces and then moves on. Fuck that motherfucking worthless kobold.
Davrik.
Yes, sir.
If you would keep your eyes open while I chat with my friend here, just to see if there's any more coming or anything hurt us doing this.
Yes, for sure. I will move back behind you and watch your back, so to speak.
Well, I would think if in front of us, down the place we haven't.
Oh no, that's where I'm at. I'm up ahead.
Okay. Well, I figured since he can see.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can lead the way then if that's the case.
Well, not lead the way. Just stop for a second because I'm going to talk to this guy.
Okay.
Okay.
I step into the shadows once more.
All right.
So,
stealthy motherfucker.
He views me as a friend.
Yeah.
All right. So I get down on my knees so I'm eye level with him. Hello, my name is Myath. Who are you?
Who am I?
Mm-hmm.
I am me.
Oh, good. Good to know. All right, me. What are you doing down here?
What are we doing here? We are preparing for most great ritual.
Oh, a ritual. I've heard of this. Can you remind me what it is?
The ritual of Tiamat.
Oh, shit. Okay. What do you have to do for this ritual?
What we have to do, the trials of 3. If we do this successfully, we gain power.
Who's we?
All of us. We have more friends up ahead. Shall I show you them?
Wait, stop.
Okay.
We will meet them in due time.
In due time, yes.
Who is your, do you have a master?
Yes. He is one of those further up ahead. I can show you them.
What is his name?
What is this name you speak of?
Never mind. What kind of creature is he?
He is like me, but stronger. But I'll get strong once Tiamat gives me his blessing.
Ah. Okay. How many are you?
How many?
Yes.
We have plenty of friends here. Unfortunately, it seems that one of my friends has just been taken. As he kind of as he looks kind of like sad to the bleeding corpse of the kobold that has been kicked away.
Worthless kobolds.
Well, is it just your kind, or are there different kinds?
Just us.
Just us. Okay.
Before there were small men, but we took care of those. We killed them.
Ah, you took care of them. Excellent. All right. So you're here to do the ritual for Tiamat.
Aye. Most wonderful. Most precious.
How did you get the little men out of here?
We stabbed them.
You must have had a lot.
We did.
Of you.
But they stabbed back.
Ah. Okay. Well, I call my friends over. Come, I have something to tell you guys. I relay this in common to them. And I asked the kobold one more time. You see my fingers?
Yes.
Are there more of you than my fingers?
No.
Okay. Well, lead us to your friends.
Okay. And he just like cheerfully, he just starts walking into the passage. He starts leaning the way, and he skips quite a bit. You know, he's happy to get going with this ritual.
Oh, come here. One more thing.
Okay.
Make sure you let your people know that we are friends.
Okay. Friends.
Okay.
Yes.
Friends. Yes.
All right, and he starts walking through the cave. And as you guys take the turn yourself, you do notice that there is light. And there's also a particular smell, like an acidic brimstone, that you start to feel. But most peculiar, and this is maybe more, this is perhaps, as you come around the corner, you start to feel not just a certain warmth, but at the same time also a certain cold. Like a magical cold. And for Squall, this feels anxiously familiar.
Anxiously familiar. There's, can I like investigate that feeling? Like, how would that work? Or
as you are essentially trying to figure out what it's like, this is like a very it's weak. What you're feeling right now is a very weak feeling, but this is if you take a moment and really embrace that, you could swear it felt it's like a lesser feeling you had once you were first touched by the planes. It feels like a part of the planes are here, or is here.
and I turn to my party. It feels as if the planes are about to let them know that it feels really strange and that there might be danger from another plane ahead.
Can I, let's see. I would love to do, because Tiamat is a big name.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do a history check, perchance?
Or
for the ritual itself that he was referring to?
No, Tiamat, to know more about Tiamat.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
10. Tiamat is the, as you know, the goddess of the ocean. It's a 5-headed dragon.
I knew that part from Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
It's one of the, it's like I said, it's the goddess of the ocean and ice and all kinds of nasty elemental elemental unfortunateness that is represented in the heads of the god itself as well. And this, the god is primarily worshipped by those who have draconic affiliation and tend to be less than good.
Gotcha. All right, so let's see here. I tell, or me, stop, me, stop.
Is that his name?
That's what he said. Me.
Yes.
Little guy.
Yes, yes.
Stop.
Me, yes.
Hold on 1 second. Before we go meet our friends here, let me talk to my other friends. So stay right here if you don't mind. Okay, so I go back to the other guys.
He just stands in the hallway still looking at you, waiting for you to give a signal of sorts.
Sounds good. Okay, so I go back to my friends, you guys. What do you guys think about me going in alone with this guy, trying to convince them that I'm in charge or I'm a representative of Tiamat and trying to get more information from them?
They'd probably believe you.
I agree. I think this is a good idea.
All right. Now, if you hear me,
I'll have your back.
Scream out,
Dragon Man.
If you hear me scream out, attack, I guess we'll just make it to say attack.
I will be in your shadows, friend.
There you go, to help us out. There we go. All right. So you guys wait back here around the bend. If I say attack, if you hear me yell attack, you guys come around and start attacking.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
As good as any plan, really.
To the point.
So I saunter back up with
the dwarf. Me fuck this plan up.
All right.
And we start walking very casually.
With your friend?
Yes, with my friend.
All right.
Yep.
All right, and as you look into the room, it's a very big room. There's a slope down to the left and to the right, but you are currently on a heightened platform, essentially, as you can look over the entire room. And the first thing you notice in the back, as you walk, if you look at the wall itself, there seems to be some improv altar made with bones and offerings to what seems to be like a soft, bluish, glowing, massive ore of sorts as it protrudes from the rock outside. In front of it, there seems to be a kobold that is very weakened. He's bleeding, he has cuts, acid burns, fire burns. You could swear there might even be some frostbite in his fingers. As there's a group of just lesser kobolds, just, you know, like your friend, looking at him, and they are not aware of your presence.
Okay. Let's see here. What is that line in the middle?
The line in the middle, that's essentially the end of the slope. It's the ledge. And those three squares, you can barely see them, but you do notice a bright light from...
So the kobolds are on lower ground than me?
Yeah. Like, you're currently on higher ground. You're about 5-10 feet up right now. You have to walk down the slopes if you want to get down there.
Okay, so I approach to here.
All right, and your friend just walks with you. Cool.
And I kind of, you know, if they notice me, no big. I mean, if they notice me, I'll react to that. But as long as they're not noticing me, I'm just going to watch and see what they're doing.
All right.
And I'll just look at my friend and go, shh.
Yeah, and you're quiet. They're too busy. Like, these kobolds are clearly paying attention to this creature that seems to be heavily burned. And as you look down...
Can I do a knowledge arcana check to see what is going on with him?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Do it.
Or would it be religion?
Honestly, if you know exactly what they're doing, it's religion. If you want to see what's going on, in terms of what's actually happening, that would be an arcana check. But if you want to know...
Either one is the same roll. I just want to know which one you prefer. Okay.
So we'll do a religion. I would say do a. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Just do whatever feels comfortable.
We'll do a religion check to see if, like, what my guess is as Zeke.
Yeah.
My guess is that they're trying to summon Tiamat into this kobold, and it'll probably like blast out of him as an avatar or something.
All right.
Here we go. Religion check.
7.
7. Big 7.
You don't know what is happening.
Okay.
You don't know. Like, there's clearly some kind of ritual happening. And you do see, like, offerings made to what seems to be like some magical rock in the background that they made a makeshift altar around. You can definitely feel strong magic coming from that. Well, not strong, like, you can feel magic coming from that. But beyond that, you have no real clue what is happening here. Besides that there might have been a ritual, as your friend has told you that.
Okay. So I'm getting no more information just by watching.
As you are continued to watch, and like as I mentioned, there's just 3 essentially almost dug holes in the ground right in front of you as you look down. One of them is filled with brimstone and coals. One of them is filled with seems to be like some kind of acidic gooey substance.
Okay.
And the last one on the right is filled with water that seems frozen over. Okay. Which is weird because it's not chilly in this room. Especially not considering the brimstone on the right. On the left, I mean.
Like, well, it's kind of like coming out as like elements of the heads of Tiamat.
Yeah, exactly. And,
kind of what I'm
as you know, Tiamat, you can lay that connection. There's definitely some kind of ritual to Tiamat happening here. And as you are continue to watch this figure, this kobold, this disfigured, essentially, there's acid burns, fire burns, ice burns. What you see happening is that he slowly rises. And he just looks around the room. He looks at his hands. he's confused, he's scared, and he places his hands on himself, and there is this burst of magic that appears, and his wounds, they start to heal. You can see some of the scarring of the burns turning back to his original skin. The bleeding he had, it stops. And you can clearly tell that he is essentially healing himself with this new confused found magic. You can definitely see that he's now casting a spell, and since you are...
Okay.
If you want to know what spell, you can make a check for that if you want, but...
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay, Arcana check?
16.
16. He's casting what seems to be like a more chaotic version. Like it's not as a more restless version of a cure wounds. It's essentially somebody who doesn't understand spellcasting yet, or does it for the first time, is now trying to heal himself.
Okay.
That's what you're seeing. Like it's as if you saw somebody in training or in the studies doing this for the first time. It's like it's that type of unbalanced in the magic. That's what you also notice.
So I see that I see this happening. He's doing all this shit, and now I put up my hands, and I say in the most commanding voice that I possibly can, due to my like performance skills or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cease this blasphemy!
And all the kobolds, they immediately turn around. It takes a second for the one who was healing himself to figure out what is going on. But as he composes himself, from the shock of this magic he is now capable of, he looks at you with confusion.
What do you think you are doing here? What you are doing is an affront to our God. I have come down as a messenger from Tiamat to tell you to cease this right now and explain yourselves to me. All in Draconic, by the way.
Okay. So nobody can... you just hear like these loud roars and slithering sounds.
I can understand it.
You can understand, but those who don't speak a Draconic don't. And they just look at you with confusion. Make a deception roll if you want.
All right.
As there is this red dragonborn.
13.
The kobolds are like confused as there's now this weird red dragonborn speaking to them in a commanding voice. And then there's the one who commands the elements, the one who has been opened to Tiamat's magic, looks at you. Blasphemy? Tiamat has blessed me with the gift. You are blasphemous. You filth. You liar. As he just looks at you and his composure becomes, instead of confused, now becomes composed and hostile to you. Red Dragonborns are not blessed by Tiamat. You will die for this preposterous display.
Here we go.
And I'm actually laughing.
Okay.
You think this poor display of power intimidates me? I should have your head. I just wonder where you came across such paltry rituals.
Paltry? I will show you what paltry is. Get them! As he commands the 4 kobolds in front of him to go at you. As he's with newfound confidence with the blessing of Tiamat, he is eager to show what he has got.
All right. Well, if we're gonna start the battle, we'll start the battle. But my instinct, I'm throwing my chromatic orb right at his face.
All right, let's first roll initiative. That's my action. And
before I do that, I yell attack. Attack!
All right. Well, everybody has been notified of combat then. How lovely. Let's take turns for initiative.
There we go.
Oh boy. Initiative is going to be tricky to place. All right, let's do this real quick. There you go.
Dang it.
So yeah, roll for initiative, guys, if you guys want. Select your token and do the initiative.
Wait, is this a wall? What is this?
The line in the middle is essentially a height, and you guys are now on high ground. You can jump down, but it's about 10 feet, so you would take falling damage. On the left and the right are openings, and those are slopes that go downward.
Okay.
In case you guys were wondering about that.
Okay. Is good.
All right.
Oh fuck that guy.
Wow.
Fuck that guy too.
You're stealing all the nice rolls here.
Hey, they have found a time it's blessing. I'm just doing what they want me to do.
I guess so. I'll accept it.
You were not a very
Hey, I don't kill, the world kills. I am just a medium that facilitates it.
Well, I thought if they saw a dragonborn and they're praying to like a dragon god, they would
which would have been perfect. Which would have been perfect if Tiamat was a fire dragon. She's the goddess of the sea, controlling, things like acid and oceans and water and ice. Right. So they see a red dragonborn. It's like,
I'm sorry. Cap Insanity just got purged for caps and made me laugh.
Thank you, Sackley. Alright, so, first things first. Now these kobolds, they have been commanded, and they start screaming in tongues in Draconic. Charge! Everyone get in! No, and they start... they start going for it. Let's see. This one runs all the way to the side over here. And this one runs all the way to the side over here. Actually starts walking upward even. And that makes it Squall's turn at this point.
So I'm gonna move up on this motherfucker. And we're gonna attack him. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Was that successful?
14. It might be.
Should.
It is.
It is. And then we're gonna follow that up with the palm 15, baby.
So, boom, you fucking hack him down. He comes at you with full momentum, and you just take that momentum, chop him right in his throat, and he just drops. He just falls over with your swing, as you then also like punch him right into the ground, like one of those specific, I'm planting your body into the surface right now attacks, and he's just slack. He's done. Blood gushing out of his wound.
Bits on his corpse and kicks it to the side.
And he drops. He is done. He is dead. Which makes it another kobold's turn. As he runs up to here, as he sees his friends getting completely demolished.
When is it my little guy's, my friend's turn?
Oh, I didn't roll initiative for him.
Well, because as soon as I yell attack, like I don't know how you work out speaking as far as initiative goes, but like I want to like whisper down at them, your friends are possessed and they're evil now. You must help me defeat them.
All right. It's his turn now, so it's his turn now. Your friend, so and you give him essentially the command to attack.
Yep.
Okay. You give him the command to attack, so he starts rushing towards this kobold over here. Meets him halfway. a little bit lower on the right side. Which brings us to this creature of magic with Tiamat's blessing. He just looks at you, and as he is still pretty wounded, he does another healing spell, but this one feels more potent. This one definitely, as he felt the first healing spell and has immediately awakened himself properly to the magic and is now going to be casting a Cure Wounds. Let me see what that actually heals.
I totally did make him drop his weapons.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any weapons. He is essentially going to be fist fighting.
That's fine.
We monks do it all the time. It's fine.
Let's see.
Fists are the best.
So he's going to be healing himself for 1d8. Roll 1d8.
Jesus.
Flush. What? It's a Cure Wound spell, level 1. Let's see.
I'll show you how to
+2.
Fuck 'em.
He heals himself for 5 hit points, and he is essentially fully invigorated. If you take a look at him, he seems almost untouched by whatever he has previously endured. Which makes Irving... No.
Irving's turn.
All right. Irving, now seeing that we're becoming surrounded, slinks off to the side with his hand crossbow drawn, another bolt loaded. He attempts to fire it into the back of the skull of this one right in front of him. For sneak attack damage?
For which one, sorry?
He's stealth, by the way.
I'm still stealth.
Okay. Then you get advantage on whoever you want to attack if you are within range.
Yeah, the one directly in front of me.
The one directly in front of you is the friendly one, if you're talking about this one. If you're talking about this one, that's the unfriendly one.
What I actually meant was to go over here and shoot the not friendly one. All right.
Clearly. All right. Go ahead with advantage because he runs up to you. He doesn't see you at all. You are quite stealthed, and out of the shadows, you nail him.
17.
You hit him. Roll damage.
Right.
Roll damage.
Damage, baby.
Let's see if I do this right.
Because it's your crossbow, right?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, he runs up to you. He sees the other kobold. He goes in completely open, and you from the shadow nail him with a bolt between the heads. And he just drops, and you see him like shove like a feet over the ground, eating dirt as he falls completely motionless on the ground.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah. The crunch of bone as the skull splinters out the back of his head.
No, wait, what?
Tip of a dark bolt.
It says you rolled twice d6. Hold on, what?
One sneak attack.
Oh yeah, you're right, sneak attack. You're right, you're absolutely right, sorry. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead, he's beyond
dead.
dead.
He was on that real quick. He was like, hold up, that was a sneak attack, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's good. I'm just testing you guys, see if you know your characters well enough. Alright, which brings us to Mr. Spark.
Perfect. Which one is the possessed guy?
The one with the different weapons, not the shield and the sword.
The possessed guy? The shaman? Essentially, the spellcaster?
Yes.
He is in front. He is right here. I'm gonna ping it. There he is. That's him.
How do you ping? Okay, cool. How do you do that?
Hold your mouse down.
I'm throwing my chromatic orb at him.
The chromatic orb. Alright, cast it.
And it's a ranged spell, so.
Alright.
Now, as far as ranged spells are just ranged attacks, they don't like. I was trying to look it up.
Well, there's two types of spells.
Spell attack. Is that my dex or do I use my charisma? Because it's
just your charisma.
Sure.
Like it's a spell attack roll. What do you have to do? Is it just a cast and it has to be a save mate, or is it an actual spell attack?
2-hit.
A 2-hit spell attack. You use your charisma for that.
Okay, since I'm a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like plus your proficiency as well.
Okay.
So it's.
Let's see. Now this will not. I don't think it'll add my proficiency to it, will it? Oh, I'll just cast it. Here we go. Casting at 17 versus AC.
That hits.
Let's see. I rolled it.
Jesus,
16 plus, 16 plus 1. So, or no, hold on.
It's there.
No, I know. I'm just trying to see what it's actually rolling.
A 4-inch diameter sphere of energy, the creature you can see within range.
Rolling. So I think it's.
It did include your proficiency.
12 plus 6. No, 12 plus 5. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I'll figure that out later. So yes, it's 3d8 damage. So it's 14 damage straight at that guy. Big,
damn,
like
that is painful.
Size orb of fire just.
All right, yeah, and it hits him. Full front blast, and it hurts. Those scars that he healed, they're back. And he takes a step back as well as the blast just pushes him back. He looks hurt. Not like critically, but he is feeling what you just did to him. As he's like still smoke coming out of him as some of his clothing are on fire as he pushes it out. Like a fit. God. Yeah. Chromatic Orb is awesome. Holy shit.
That's Chromatic Orb it's 3d8. It's pretty sweet.
Damn, that's a level 1 spell?
This is beautiful.
I'm gonna roll Sorcerer next, guys. Alright, anyway.
That's crazy.
Guys, that's a beautiful spell.
Davrik.
Okay,
Davrik.
So the one, I'm just looking for potential targets. Everything's getting demolished. There's one to the left, I think. The second one to the left is still alive.
The one in front of me is still alive. One in front of me is still alive.
Okay. Is that within range for me to move to and attack in one turn?
You can check that. If you click your character and hold down the button and click, you move it and you click spacebar, you get to see like a little drag mark with how much feet.
Oh, no. Okay, I guess I just moved there then.
All right.
And that's it.
All right, there you go.
I have nothing else to do.
Wait, so what's your move speed? You have 30 move speed, don't you?
I have 25. So I'm going to move there, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to help
all right,
with this next attack. Give him initiative if he so chooses, but that's my plan because I'm right next to him.
Okay.
Well, you would have to be adjacent for it to work. Adjacent to a target. What you could do, perhaps, is stand there and get a cloak, maybe one above even of what you're standing there, and do a ready action, and then essentially ready your attack for whatever is coming next, and make the trigger if it's within range. At which,
I'm curious. Is there a way? I'm gonna see if I can check the range to the guy down the, like, how far is the other guy down?
The guy in front of us is 10 feet away. That guy
he's 10 feet away.
5 feet away, and then the other one's 40.
But at this point, you already moved, so. But yeah, what you could do, I would recommend a ready action. You just stand next to Squall, and your ready action is essentially getting ready to hit anybody who gets close to you or within range. And then you can use your reaction to trigger your attack, and then whoever gets in close, you can hit with if you decide to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that because I can't move any further, so I'll just ready up.
All right.
So it's my turn.
Actually, no. It's. Oh yeah, it is. No. Hold on.
Everybody else is dead except the one down there at the bottom.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep. It's your turn then. Yep. Forgot to remove them from the equation.
Okay. Wait. No, never mind. It's the guy with the 4. He never went.
The guy with the 4?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's his turn. They're all the same.
Sorry.
So he sees all his friends fall essentially. So he just backs up and goes stand next, with his shield raised. He's taking a clear defensive position as he backs up to his newfound, I suppose, leader in this scenario, and ends his turn that way.
All right. So we're moving up.
Yep.
And we're gonna hit this motherfucker.
15 hits, 8 damage. You knock him dead. He drops immediately.
Spacebar. Okay, I cannot make it that far, so I'm just gonna. move up a little bit. That's a dais, or what is this in the middle thing? This thing right here.
That's a dug hole.
Oh, that's a
with brimstone in it.
I'm gonna steer clear of that then. Where's my guy? My guy was here. Okay, there. Alright, I'm done. That's my turn.
Alright. Then it's the caster's turn, who just take a massive beating. He's still smoking at this point. And he starts to cast his own version of a sphere that clearly is fire. He's going to be casting a quite a fiery sphere. Let's see. Oh, great. Either I don't know how to spell, or I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I'm spelling it. Okay, never mind. He's actually gonna cast something else, because apparently he doesn't have fire sphere at all. He's gonna be casting. He starts waving his hands around, and fire does start to appear. And he starts to look at you first, Mr. Red Dragonborn, as you just blasted him in his face, and he's still reeling from that. Let me see what the range on that attack is. Oh my goodness. Them spell list. Am I thinking fireball? Oh no. It's flaming sphere. Sorry, it's flaming sphere. It is 60 feet. And he essentially throws it at you. As it suddenly appears in your location, a fiery sphere, and I want you to make a dexterity saving throw. With a DC... with a DC... no, a DC 12. A DC 12. So make a dexterity saving throw. Oh! Yeah, you make that. Jesus Christ.
Dodging.
Like, you're just waiting for it. You see him cast, you know the magics, you expect it. God damn it, you
Playing dodgeball with this motherfucker.
It's 2d6, but you take half damage of that, so it's 3 damage. And I believe you even have fire resistance on that, on top of that.
I do, I'm a red dragon, so
which means, in total, you take 1 damage of his super spell that he has. You take 1 fire damage.
I'm glad I pissed that one off.
You do see it. You do see it appear. You just step aside. It scratches you, and like, oh well, that was nice, I guess. It doesn't even affect you at this point. God damn it. And then it brings us back to Irving.
Irving, baby.
Okay. All right. Irving is reloading his crossbow. So I still see 2 kobolds on the map down here. This one down here is dead, and the other one is still friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and there's only
1 kobold and the magical dude.
Kobold and the magical dude. All right, Irving's just going to walk up behind the friendly one and shank him. he's friendly, right?
Yep,
yes,
he's friendly.
All right, I'm just going to walk up behind him and, yes, rapier him through the back of the throat.
Do it with advantage. It's completely unexpected.
Yes, completely unexpected. All right, let's see.
If you fumble this again, I'm banning you from the group.
I'm sorry that I'm a +3 character across my entire stat sheet.
Let's go. Make it happen. 16.
Okay.
That does hit. Roll damage.
Yay.
I did it. Hercules, Hercules.
Oh, and hey, Tangent.
Hey, what?
The rolls in Roll20 are just like comments in like Twitch. You can just press up for previous ones if you keep doing the same ones.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Today I learned something about Twitch.
And he drops.
Scroll through the comments you made by pressing the up button.
And he drops. He's gone. He just fall. He stands still. He stands motionless for a little bit, and then he just kind of like drops on the floor as like a slow stream of blood just comes out of him.
Humanity's treachery knows no bounds. Stick him up under the ribs and wiggle it back and forth to make the wound open before elbowing him in the back of the neck and kicking him down with my elbow, might I add, down to the ground. In a flourish, sanguine bonds trailing through the air, savoring this moment. He hit someone, chat. He hit someone.
Like that.
With a melee attack.
Oh yeah! In all fairness, like the other dude who ran up to you, you just shot him in the head and he just like fell over. Like that was pretty awesome. Anyway, which was better than this. But Spark, it's your turn.
My buddy's still alive.
No, he just got shanked. He just got shanked. Tangent just shanked his ass.
Yeah.
That was him just now?
Yeah, that was me.
He shanked
He killed
him.
your buddy.
He just killed me.
Why did you do that?
What?
Why did like now the Dragonborn is arguing with the rogue?
Listen. Hey.
Isn't there still someone attacking us?
That was a powerful blow. I saw it. I was impressed. But now we can't.
Thank you.
Well, now we'll never know where they came from. Who told them how to do this ritual? I mean, hopefully there's some information here, but just maybe if
Hey, assholes, we're still in a battle. How about we focus a little bit here?
Hold on, I thought everybody was dead.
No, there's a fucking magic motherfucker and another motherfucker.
Yeah, and as you guys are just continuing, these guys are like preparing their next attacks.
Sorry, I totally thought everyone was dead. Okay.
Nope, we still have 2 people left. Sorry.
Oh, I got another spell coming at Jerkface.
Yeah, gonna drop your
Jerkface McGee.
Guy.
All right, do it.
Fucking kill him.
Cantrips now, though.
All right, well,
So
they are still potent.
We're gonna do Flame Bolt.
All right.
Here we
Roll
go.
it up.
Casting it up.
Wait, you throwing it at the magic dude or the
22.
It hits.
1 damage.
It hits, and it's only 1 damage. Like he just like he takes it, he just looks at it, and he just like starts laughing.
Stupid, no bonuses.
All right, and then as you know, like it just like it hits him. It's like a puff of smoke. It barely phases him. And then Davrik, it's your turn right now.
Okay, so I'm going to move as far as I can, and that's like right here. So I'm just on the lip of that edge.
All right.
And I'm not within range to do anything else, but I'm gonna throw my hammer at is the magical guy the one on the left?
Yes.
On Roll20? All right,
Yes.
so I'm gonna throw my hammer at him.
All right, but you're doing it beyond 20 feet, so you have disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, throw it. Oh, bless the
And
gods,
I just
maybe.
have to just press the hammer button.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Press the hammer button.
Here we go.
You actually hit it. Your aim is true to days. You threw the hammer with 6 damage right at his face. You know, it's like it bunks off his freaking skull. He's slightly dazed because he did not expect the hammer to be thrown that far. As he starts looking at you with intent to murder. Which brings us to our next friend. The one who took a defensive stance next to him. He sees that his new leader is under attack. And he starts moving into your general direction. And he takes a defensive stance. Your shield raised. And ready for whatever you guys want to throw at him.
motherfucker.
Squall, your turn.
Can I just jump over this motherfucker and attack the other guy?
You could, but even if you succeed, he does get an attack of opportunity on you.
But I'm jumping over him and he's stupid.
And he still gets an attack of opportunity on you. He may be stupid, but you're in range and he wants to stab your face, so he's gonna stab your face.
Alright, I'm just gonna attack this motherfucker then.
Alright. You walk up to him. He is ready for whatever you want to throw at him. And you're attacking him with disadvantage as he has his shield raised. He's doing a defensive action, and you miss. You essentially hit, your axe just bounces off on his shield.
Move along.
Right. Which brings us back to our beloved Shaman. He is still reeling from the attack, and he is casting another heal spell on himself. In an attempt to, do the not dying thing. Stop laughing. You're mean. Alright, let's see. Let me see if I had it correctly. It's a 1d8, I believe. Cure wounds. Yeah, +2.
You, chat.
And he heals himself for 8. He, like, his...
ass.
He's essentially almost... He's almost back to full at this point. He's looking healthy again.
Fuck ass.
He is starting to look pretty healthy again. Alright, which brings us back to Irving.
Yes!
Mr. Irving.
Alright. Ha! Irving, after dropping the other kobold, pulls his rapier free from the fallen corpse. Turns around, somersault. What did I say?
You have not slain a fucking dragon right now, it's a kobold!
What did I say it was?
Ace, can you ping the shaman for me real quick? Sorry.
What did I call it?
Okay.
Kobold.
Alright, I don't know what I called it, but it's okay. Wait, this is spider room. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We're waiting what your majesticness will bring to the table today.
What is this thing in front of me? What is this? What is
dead
this
body.
thing?
Oh,
no, this whole big, is that a wall?
That's a little bit of a ledge. It's like a heightened, stone-ish fence, essentially.
How tall is it? Can I jump down from it?
Yeah, but you will drop down 10 feet and take some damage.
Right.
And you're like at the end. You're at the end already.
He's on the lower end.
Oh yeah, you're lower. You're at 5 feet right now. Yeah, you're almost at the floor. Like jumping over.
Ha! Dashing action sequence. Wait. So this is this the one that we're fighting right here? This. How do I ping it? How do I ping it?
Right here. This one right here.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep.
All right.
There's only two alive yet.
This one's alive, and then the one in front of me is alive.
Yeah. So you're doing a dashing action right now, Tangent?
Can I do that? So I can't do that and attack, right?
No, unless you have specific options for your class that say you can.
No, I've got my crossbow though. Let me see, what's the most direct what I can do? Shit. Yeah, it's just 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so you
I guess
jump.
I guess I shoot at disadvantage then.
You should be within range.
Oh, am I? I thought it was 30 feet. Is it 60? Freaking dwarf can whip a hammer 60 feet. I'm impressed.
It should say on your item. That's what
it should say on the item, yeah.
Light crossbow is 80 range without disadvantage.
Oh, holy crap. Well, all right then. Irving with the crossbow braces it over his hand. He holds his witty one-liner for success or failure. All right.
All right, throw it up.
Do I have advantage still?
No, because they are painfully aware that you are there.
Is he?
Yes.
All right. Very well.
Are you sure? I think after you just like.
Can it, so this can't count as a sneak attack then, since he's engaged.
He has currently no enemies around him, and it's not for advantage. So no sneak attack. However, what you could
in front of me.
I need to move the map over. I have. Apparently, I'm not.
However, Because I am a generous god, I will suggest that the other creature that is still alive, next to Squall, is currently being threatened by Squall and will suffer.
Yeah, I thought that one over there was a corpse. That's not?
Nope, that one is still kicking.
This one right here.
That one is still kicking, and that one is still kicking. The two...
Do they both have damage on them?
No, the one in front of me has no damage.
No, that one is healed. The other one is slightly damaged. He healed himself back up.
All right, I'm gonna attack the. I'll go for the mage. Actually, no, advantage.
There's no advantage.
On the other one.
On the one.
Not on the mage.
On boobies.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you have advantage, yes. Then you have advantage. No, you don't have advantage, but you get sneak attack damage if you hit.
Oh, shit. Well.
And you are fighting with disadvantage because he's currently in a defensive position. So... But you still hit him.
Yeah.
You still hit him, even with disadvantage.
Excellent.
You still hit him. He takes, like, he doesn't see you. Like, Squall's is kind of, like, busy with him. He doesn't see you, and he takes a bolt in his shoulder. Roll damage.
Clink.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he takes a bolt in his shoulder, and it almost drops him. He falls on one knee and jumps back up. There's blood pouring down his shoulder right now. He is not looking good.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yes. All right. So Irving, so is he dead or is he?
He's almost
critically
dead.
wounded.
Almost dead.
Critically wounded.
Very good. Irving turns and shoots him through the back of the knee, the barb extending, busting out through meniscus, giving a bucket tear he'll never forget.
Somebody has studied biology.
I'm just gonna give him a thumbs up.
I suffered a meniscus tear in my brief stint in professional wrestling in college.
Does he have to roll performance when he does this? God damn it!
Squall just gives him a thumbs up in the middle of all of this.
Well done. Well done.
His knee plate shatters into 4 pieces. You can imagine it hurts quite a bit.
All right, yeah, and which brings us back to Mayath. It's your turn, brother.
Yep, throwing fire at him. Here it comes.
Fire is being thrown. 9.
Oh, 9, damn it.
It whiffs, like the firebolts, just goes next. He steps aside, and he just starts laughing at you with a stupid grin.
Oh my god. I just realized something.
What?
No, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's no big deal, he says. It's okay.
Okay, now we are all worrying, but nonetheless, Davrik, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm actually within range to hit something.
Yes,
and
you are.
I think this kobold right here. So basically, what I'm gonna do, he's like around 10 feet away. I take my shield and I raise it up just so my eyes are covered, or just above my nose, and I kind of get into a crouch. I grab my flail and start whipping it around as I burst into a sprint, and I try to. I don't know in what position he's in. Is he still standing or?
He's still standing, but critically wounded.
He's critically wounded. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm swinging my flail, gain momentum, running at this guy, and I try to bash him in the side of the head with my flail.
All right, roll it up. Flail coming in, momentum build.
Boom.
Does it connect? Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't connect because he's still doing a defensive action.
But he's focused on me still, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's doing a defensive action. Welcome to 5th edition.
Okay.
He's doing a defensive action, like he's critically wounded, but his shield is still raised, and as you try to swing, like you present yourself that you're going to hit him, so he turns his shield to you, and he blocks your attack, nullifying the hit.
I hate you, Bobby.
Which brings him back to him, and he's gonna back off right now. He's taking a 2 steps back, being very defensive.
Do I get to hit him? Because
yes, you get an attack of
fucking space.
Yeah, you both get an attack of opportunity. However, it is with disadvantage because he's still doing a defensive action, shield raised.
That doesn't matter. He's dead. Fuck that motherfucker.
So,
okay, cool.
Do you just go flail? Just attack? Is there any disadvantage?
Yeah, he's dead. However, he starts to back off.
Don't worry about it.
Bobby, you're good. You're good. Don't worry. It's good. Bewby, yeah, he starts to back off, being scared.
I'm gonna fucking just brain him with the back end of my hatchet. I just smash it into his fucking skull case.
Alright, well, you hit him on the head, his skull gives way, you feel the skull crack under your hit, and he just like drops on the ground, suffering from some major hemorrhaging issues in his skull area. And he is officially dead right now. Which brings us to Squall. It's your main turn.
Alright, let's move it up, babe.
I'll be looking out a window.
What am I hearing right now?
This like sounds like Bob Ross.
The sound
Yeah, that's
of
what I thought. I was like, what is Bob Ross talking to me right now?
This is actually Bob Ross. Ty and Matt is Bob Ross. Happy little rituals. It's your turn. Hit him.
I'll take the blame for that one. That was my bad. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, you do hit him for 10 slashing damage. You cut across his wound. He starts to bleeding. His leather armor starts to cover in blood as this cut across his chest is now profusely bleeding, and he's not looking healthy. All the damage he just repaired on himself, he healed himself. Well, that's been nullified. You palm strike him as well. Yeah, and as he is defending he readies for your second blow, even though you're quick, you do whiff it. As he bobs and he weaves.
Motherfucker.
Which brings us to the shaman himself. And he... let's see. He starts to cast another flaming sphere right on you, Squall, as you are now currently in his sight.
Yep.
So make a dexterity saving throw with a DC 12.
I get hit.
Yeah, you definitely take the full damage, which is going to be 4. You take 4 damage, 4 fire damage.
That doesn't matter. I can brush that up.
And one moment. Just want to check something real quick. And he uses this bonus action to heal himself by after he casts the fire at your face, this ball of fire just hits you across your chest. He essentially just steps back, plants his feet into the ground, and heals himself by saying healing. It's a healing word. But he says it in Draconic, so only those who are in Draconic can hear, but he says in Draconic, healing. And there's this little, like a faint brush of magic that does heal him a little bit. It's not as effective as his previous spell, which is actually visually also noticeable. However, he does still heal for 5.
Before I destroy him.
He still heals for 5, so there you go. Which brings us to Irving. It's your turn.
Ha! All right. Irving steps out from the shadows. As he's running, his rapier is dropped to the side, and from his hip unfurls a long whip with a barbed tail, and it cracks like thunder as he whips it overhead. I will sneak attack him from range, from 10 feet away, plunging it towards his throat, attempting to wrap around, strangle, slice, dice, and rip. Of course, assuming that I hit, of course.
Yeah, so this is with your whip?
This is with my whip.
Ryan, go ahead.
Slash
throw it up.
Dice.
Do I have advantage because flanked?
No, you're not getting advantage, but if you do hit, you get sneak attack.
All right. Very well.
Go for it, man. Do it.
Yeah! Yeah!
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah!
Crit that.
Right.
That nat 20, baby.
Oh god, is it the
Okay.
first damage crit? No, it's not. Okay. There you go. Okay.
No, I had
roll
a
damage.
crit.
Roll damage. And
All right.
like the dice you get to roll.
I don't. I have the name of all this stuff down, but I have 1d4/1d6. I believe it's 1d4 for whip, isn't it?
I believe it's 1d4. which plus your dexterity. Plus your dexterity. Which means you get to roll another d4 for damage, because with crits, you get to roll all your dice that you roll again. And whip is indeed 1d4. So, indeed, roll 2d4 plus dex.
Plus 2d4 plus 2d6 plus 2 then.
Oh yeah, because you get sneak attack.
For that, isn't it?
You get sneak attack, yeah, right. Yeah, you get 2d6 on top of that as well.
Yeah, rogue dice!
14 damage. How do you want to kill him? How do you want to kill him?
Damn.
Oh, and he's
and you're muted. You're muted.
And
your epic greeting is muted. It's so epic. It
I'm
sound.
kind of sad.
That's better.
Yes, we can hear you again.
We're back. All right.
You can't nerf me, baby.
The whip is unfurled. It cracks like thunder as it rises and slashes against the roof of the cavern. And then with one fell swoop, lashes it forward, and it strikes down like a scorpion's tail, plunging into the back of the shoulder blade, before with a whipping unfurl. The whip itself lashes around the neck of the kobold, and with a stiff jerk of the wrist, snaps the neck while tearing the lung out back through the shoulder blades.
Wait, how did you get his lung?
Stabbed him in the back with a hook spike.
Fucking Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Like
how about this? Simplicity's sake, we'll animate the shit out of this.
Okay.
A simple crack of the whip, and he slices in half. Exploding, Baldur's Gate Instagib style.
Yeah, like the whip just carves a way through him, and he just like he almost falls into the ground. Like guts are spilling out as he just looks at you, and there's this gargling sound, blood pouring out of his mouth as well as, and then falls flat with his organs spilling over the floor, and there's now a big puddle of blood and other substances that you don't want your feet to be in, now pouring over the floor.
Disgusting.
Meaning, you guys have survived. Which is actually quite surprising.
Hey, dwarf, can I get a little bit of healing, baby?
The amount that I can heal you right now, it's about a fart in the wind. I think we're best just to go back to the tavern or back to town.
Can I bandage my fucking chest up at least?
If you have the stuff for it, yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, I have medical.
Alright, so you take a moment to essentially address your wounds and, Alright, yeah, I believe you get a... Is there any... do you have a med kit for that? Medical,
yeah, I have a medical kit. I don't know how it works, though.
Yeah, roll 1d4.
Now is when I have the conversation with Tangent. With,
this is where you have your king.
Yeah, like you got... The room is clear. There's like a bunch of goblin dead corpses. There is... what you guys are seeing, this is kind of important. Besides the rubble, the iron ore splitting the stoned rocks around, there's a clear... noticeable magic coming from this weird bluish ore stuck in the rock. It's protruding from the rock even. Where this makeshift altar. There's 3 holes in the room. One filled with each respective element represented by Tiamat. And beyond that, it's just a regular mine. So, it's up to you what you guys want to do from here.
What's on the altar?
It's just small offerings. There's a lot of bones. There's a few gems.
You said there was like a stone that was emanating?
Yeah, there's a stone inside of the wall itself. Like it's like it has not been how do you call it? Like it has not been pickaxed out essentially.
Excavated.
Excavated. It hasn't been excavated yet, but it's clearly visible, and you can, as a magic user yourself, you can definitely feel a source of magic coming from it. It's not strong, but it's definitely magical in nature. And you notice that as well.
I'm going to... Can I knowledge Arcana to find out more information about it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. Throw it up.
15.
15. It is something you have read about, but never necessarily seen in person. And actually, now that you have this element, this stone with you, and Squall is actually nearby it as well, you notice that whatever is between these, objects, between squall and this stone, it seems to be almost similar in magic, and you recognize it as this particular object has been touched by one of the planes. And in this case, it's been touched by the water plane. And has, as a part of its magic, has been infused within the stone itself for whatever reason. These are
How big is it?
It's a good chunk.
Like a football?
Perhaps even bigger. But you can't really tell because you have to excavate it first and see what is really there.
Right.
I believe that's the dwarf's job. I think that's why we allow this motherfucker around.
Well, I don't know if I want to actually pick that thing out or not.
I'm gonna search the shaman.
All right.
And see if he has anything interesting at all on him.
Like, besides his leather armor, which is primarily existing also out of like little bone artifacts and such that he has dressed himself up with. Most of it is like burned and scorched, courtesy of yourself. He doesn't seem to have any magical items, but you do notice that he has a staff that looks interesting, but beyond that, there's nothing magical about it. It's just a nicely dressed up staff made out of wood and bone. And in addition to that, there's also a bone club that he's wearing. And yeah, he doesn't actually look that magical in nature at all. It's like just a normal kobold that has had himself dressed up and was only recently awakened by, or with the magics. But he does have, before I forget, he does have a pouch with a few gold pieces in it.
That's a fucking raid you might want to address. Sir.
Yeah, you might want to address this because
just go ahead and address that.
People watching him.
All right, let me address the raid real quickly. Oh, how bothersome! How bothersome that we have to address this generous raid by this person. You know, you may have heard of him. He's this one dude on Twitch. Only had an amazing time playing Fallout 4. You know, maybe you heard of him. Go Carnage, an amazing bastard. Leader, you know, leader of the coalition. Thank you so much, you beautiful bastard. You are a wonderful individual. Thank you so much for supporting the Northern Winds. Absolutely, thank you. If you guys don't know, Go Carnage. Like I said, go check him out. If we can link him up once the raid is done, I would appreciate it. And for those who are joining through the raid, my name is Ace. This is the Wolves Guard channel. We're playing some D&D 5th edition, the Northern Winds. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you do, make sure to stick around a little bit longer. And check out all the people from the Coalition as well. Because we are playing this with a few Coalition members. Maybe you heard of them. They're pretty awesome. We have Zeke here. We have some Tangent. Myself included. We also have an Iron Bobby Chef. Or Iron Chef Bobby.
I keep... Chef Bobbity-doobity-doop.
That's a long name.
Yeah. Well, we also have him, you know, from the corners of the main menu, and we have Bewby as well, a beloved monk. So I hope you guys will enjoy. We're currently, we just got out of combat, so you guys hit us at the right time, because otherwise it would have been a little bit awkward.
While we're doing this, can I go ahead and loot the 3 motherfuckers I killed?
Yeah, you can. You can just walk up back to the all the kobolds and see what they have.
Yeah, so all the 3 other than the sorcerer one.
All right, you just loot all 3 of them. Yeah. As you do that, you see Myeth expecting the corpse, the caster, essentially. You go through the goblins that are on the ground. You found a few gold pieces in total throughout the 3. You found I can't even speak anymore. You found about let's say 15 gold pieces in total 15. Amongst all 3, and about 20 silver pieces.
All right.
In total. You find a few weapons. They have some leather armor, some hide armor, and they one of them has a shield, like a small shield. But and a sword, and the other 2 have like small daggers that you can grab. All right. Irving, do you do anything special besides the room now that you have been victorious?
Well, Irving, giving another crack of the whip to clean it of the blood. Takes a look around.
I love how his deeds like don't even come close to matching the action.
I know, right?
Matching the story. Pardon me. I love it.
Oh god, it's so good.
He curls it back up into a neat little wrap before turning over. Well, well, gentlemen, what have we here? Some sort of dark covenant, looks like. What have we found so far, boys?
One more time, just real quick, what I found on the shaman. I found the staff.
You found a staff, which is essentially a stick, a glorified stick with some bone attached to it. That's like been wrapped around with cloth pieces and keeping together. You found some scorched and burned leather armor, essentially useless, and a bone club as well. Just a femur that you can hit people with.
Yeah, the only thing I'm interested in is that staff, then, right?
Yeah. But you don't feel anything innately magical about it. To you, it looks essentially just like a stick.
Okay, that's fine then. I just want to know if there's any like writing script, like a book or something like that was like he was reading from to do the ritual or whatever. But
no, but however, you do notice, like, the weird thing is that as you remember, he came, as you saw him for the first time, his entire body was scarred by acid and fire and essentially ice. That was the thing, and
right on.
Those elements are represented in the dug holes behind you.
Cool. All right, so first order of first order of business. I think we've completed our objective. It doesn't seem like this many kobolds could oust the a mining crew of dwarves, but maybe this stone has an answer. Dwarf, is there any way that you could remove it from the stone wall?
Yeah, with that, I walk up to the stone. I guess it's nearby, and I want to check and see if I can actually remove the stone from the wall. I mean, I have my mason tools. I'm proficient in all that.
Yeah, and there's also pickaxes around, the bigger pickaxes around that you can grab. You pick one up, or you use your own tools.
Yeah, I'll use my own tools if they're capable of removing this thing.
Your own tools may be a little bit too fine.
Okay,
but
once you pick up like a pickaxe, then something a little bit more rough.
Yeah, now you start chopping away at it, and the rock does start to break off to the sides, but it does take a while for you to get it out. So it does take a while, but it does seem like it's going to go out at some point.
Okay, well, I just continue with that until I free the stone.
All right. There are still 2 other corpses in the room as well that nobody has looted yet, so in case anybody wants to indulge themselves.
I'm just looting my kills, that's all.
So right now everybody's waiting for that stone to come out.
Yeah, and like it appears as far as your map goes, we've been through this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's a pretty straightforward mining camp essentially, and they just excavated the place out of it over time, and it's a mountain that has been dug into, so it's not like there's like a bunch of secret rooms possible that you are aware of.
Gotcha.
All right. So as Davrik keeps chopping the stone, it does at some point fall out as it gives way. And it's a big chunk, not bigger than a football. It's about twice the size of a rugby ball, essentially. Being sharp and edges, it's a big quartz, a big iron infused with the essence of the plane of water. And it does anybody pick it up?
Yeah, I motion to just pick it up and put it in my pack if I can manage that.
As you pick it up,
first, dwarf.
As you pick it up, you hold it. It hurts, and you take 1d4 ice damage.
1d4?
Ice damage. I'm gonna roll it for you. Sure. It hurts. You take 2 ice damage.
Okay.
Because you picked it up with just your hands, and it starts. It hurts. It's ice cold. Like it's it's that cold that could kill people that you feel.
Okay.
I say we destroy this thing so nobody else can do whatever these fucking kobolds were doing.
Well, That is rash, to say the least. If you don't mind, I wouldn't mind taking it for myself and discovering more about it.
See if you can touch it, then.
No. But I will put it in, like, try and shuffle it in my backpack. Does anyone object to me taking this stone?
Nope.
No.
Okay. I will be sure to inform you if I decide to sell it or anything like that, and we will split the profits.
Yeah,
all right.
No
so
checks.
I try and like shimmy my backpack.
Yeah,
like
and
around,
like even if you don't touch it immediately, you do feel like this ice cold. Like it doesn't hurt you because you're not touching it directly, but it does feel extremely cold. And once you put it in your backpack, which does, because there's nothing wrong with it, it's just a chunk of iron or touched by the elemental plane for whatever reason. Yeah, if you wear your backpack, you do feel the cold protruding through your body as you carry it. It's noticeable.
Okay.
Like and I believe you did an Arcana check, and yeah, like these events of objects or even people being touched by the planes are rare, extremely rare, but not unheard of. Like this is something you have read about, perhaps even seen to a lesser extent in your studies of magic, if you have studied magic.
All right. Well, I trust you guys have searched everybody else. I didn't find anything on the shaman. I'd love to figure out how this came about. Love to ask people in town if there's any miners actually survived and left or heard anything, but
there are surviving miners. As this particular adventure came to be, due to these surviving miners actually letting you guys know that there were kobolds that raided this place and overwhelmed them. They took a bunch of kobolds out, but they seemed too purposeful to get here, and they kept pushing. And kobolds, as you know, as some of you perhaps may know, the more they are, the stronger they become. They work really well if they attack in groups and such. You could almost instantly become overwhelmed if you're not ready.
Unless you're a monk.
And have stupidly high stats. Yes. So like, you guys feel like you're done here, you don't check anything else yet, you just...
I thought the dwarf was going to inspect to find some...
Nope, at this stage the thing is in his backpack.
I meant like the mine.
Like you guys
the
can...
mine itself?
Yeah, you can check it. Like, it's a pretty big room. You can do a check and see if you can find something.
Nobody else is going to. I'm gonna go loot these other kobolds that were here.
And you find like more silver coins. It's about 16 silver coins amongst the two, and that's about it. And of course, one of them doesn't even have any weapons anymore because he dropped them back, and the other one has a dagger and a sling also. With some rounded rock in a pouch.
Okay. Well, I go to each of the kobolds in turn, and I cut off their ears.
Okay.
Just one apiece. Just so I have something to show her.
All right.
Show the mayor to let her know that,
Good call.
And if we're done in this room, I'm going back to the spider.
You're going back to the spider?
I'm going to get me some acid sacks, baby.
All right. Well, you get to the spider in due time. However, do mind that you are walking alone in complete darkness right now.
Well, I'm waiting, obviously.
Okay. All right.
I'm waiting. DM, since you told me that.
Since you told me that, I'm now waiting for these other gentlemen.
All right. Well, if anybody,
I'm just gonna say. Guys, I really want some acid sacks.
All right, Davrik, are you still looking to room for gems and such?
Yeah, I was gonna scout the room before we left for gems and such. Any other twinkles in the wall or anything like that.
All right, yeah. Do me an investigation check. See if you can find anything.
Investigation. Okay. Badoop.
14. You look around. There's no real gems that are laying around. Maybe you can maybe find like one or two small gems.
Two small gems.
Two small gems, like the blue quartz that you already found previously in this mine. You find two of them again, just in one of the carts that had fallen over. And if you look through the room, you walk through it and touch the walls and look at them properly. With your knowledge, you find that there is also a more valuable rock currently still stuck in the wall itself. You would have to dig it out if you can.
Okay. Do I know what that specific ore is and what it's worth with my background, or? Yeah,
you do.
Do I just know that it's rare?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the name real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
It is a blue spinel. A blue spinel.
Spinel.
Now, you can see it's a raw one, so it's not that valuable yet. But you know that once you've taken care of it with your knowledge of jewels and such, as you have worked with them, it's a transparent deep blue that sells on the market for the right buyer or seller, I suppose, depending on which end of the bargain you are, for about 500 gold.
Okay. And how big is this gem that's worth so much?
It's about this big.
Okay.
It's not super big.
Yeah, I just pocket those 3 gems.
All right. Mm-hmm. You cut it out of the wall, and there you go.
Yeah.
Anybody else that does anything, or is it time to go back after?
I moved to the entrance, and I'm just asking Squall to come with me until I can see the entrance. I'll hand him my torch with the light on it that I cast light on. How long does that last?
You can cast as a cantrip. Yeah,
I'll just recast and then hand him the torch and tell him he can use it to go get the sacks out
with the torch.
And I'll just be at the entrance of the mine.
This motherfucking spider.
Contemplating my stone.
And we getting us some acid sacks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. You get one acid sack.
One acid sack.
Do you have a method to hold it? Because otherwise it's just going to leak and burn your ass.
Bitches, we got acid sacks. Who's got jars? Ah!
Is it? Oh fuck! I don't think I do have anything to hold it.
I've got vials.
You got vials,
but like,
I mean, do you want to use them for poison?
Well, yeah. So I mean, if there was spider poison, but it sounds like this is like a massive, giant spider sack.
It's about a fist. Acid. It's about like an open fist, essentially. That's how big it is.
That you could fill, like we could squeeze its juices into.
Your vials. Do me a favor, Tangent. Throw me an intelligence check.
I don't think I need to be that smart to know this sounds like a bad idea.
No. I just
no.
Me.
We'll just like
trust me.
It.
We'll just
trust me,
baby.
Trust me. I'm a DM. Trust me.
I've seen it on the Animal Planet. It's fine.
It's a Discovery Channel. It's fine. Just one. That's a 1d2.
No, that's a 1d2. 1d2. He fucked it up. He fucked that up.
Even before he throws another 20, one. Watch it happen. 15.
15.
That's a 15.
You know, as you are rogue and you have dealt with poisons and such, you think with the right equipment, the right tools, the right materials, you may be able to use this poison sac, or at least its juices, perhaps to either concoct some kind of poison, or somehow temporary, perhaps coat a weapon in it, and perhaps do more damage or inflict this acid damage in addition to whatever the weapon you're coating it would do.
Now that I would assume I was aware of. Regardless, we don't have the tools to extract that right now. I don't think don't we need something special to do that?
You can dig it out. I have
my herbalist kit.
You can dig it out, and if you have a herbalist kit, you probably have a vial in there as well. You can just pour it in there as much as you can. There's probably some
this poison to be poison tangent.
Oh no, I have no preference. You seem to want to have it. I'm just trying to offer a way of transporting it. You need it.
You see potential there as a rogue.
I'm all right. Rogue. I just need it.
All right, let's try and stuff it into this vial then.
Let's stuff it in this vial.
Like, do you guys like find some gloves, like the hole, or do you have to grab some gloves?
Just spare cloth and shit from inside my bags. Yeah.
All right, like if you do quickly, roll d20. Roll d20. Yeah, okay. D20. Roll d20 for me. I want to see just for sake of possibly something going wrong. That's fine.
Nah.
You don't get a whole lot in the vial. It's not like it's going in there quite easily. You pour a lot of it next, and you have to kind of jump aside, and it burns through your cloth quite rapidly as well. But you do get enough for like half a vial tube with this acid.
Right. I'm gonna sell this to some children. No, I'm just joking. That's out of character.
Right. And I believe Maya still wanted to talk to Squall at the entrance.
No. I'm back, baby. Here's your light. Here's a light.
Alright, so we are at the entrance of the cave that we once entered.
And then we're traveling back, I'm assuming.
Around what time is it right now?
Right now, like, it's about half a day's travel there, so that's about 4 hours. You guys left around 2, so it's about 6, 7, let's say 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
And the sun is setting quite harshly.
Oh man, and that dude got attacked on the road.
Should we set up camp here or outside or inside the mine potentially for the night, and then head back in the morning, or should we brave the forest path at night?
No, I don't see any reason why we need to do that. I say we just
head back.
It's just a simple path leading back to town. Shouldn't be anything for the likes of us. Ha! Band of heroes after all.
Well, for the likes of you with that amazing whip.
Ha! Yes. I've been known to lash leather every now and then.
I say
little bit of buckle with my swash, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god, you're gonna kill me, Tangent. You're gonna kill me.
I say we why we don't need to leave right now. We can just make camp right here where I'm right here. I'm pinging it on the map. Right there.
Inside?
Yeah, the cave is completely clear right now, the cave you were in. And
leave at first light.
But I like it outside. I like it outside. It's stale and musty in here.
No, not really, because it's still the entrance of the cave. It's still the entrance of the cave.
Fucking acidic spider right there, just doing its acid shit. And it's stale and disgusting, and he's holding like this weird ice planes thing. It's gonna be fucking weird in here, man.
Yeah, it is. But what's the alternative?
Chilling outside and
relaxing.
Then I say we make our camp at the mouth of the cave right here, and just make a fire and just have a drink, have a nice rest, and leave in the morning. No reason to go out at night. It's colder at night. It's less pleasant. We can't see as well.
I agree. Although someone will have to take watch. I volunteer for first shift. Irving steps to the side. Hey, I killed 3 fucking kobolds. Shut your goddamn mouth.
You killed 2 kobolds and a friendly.
That's friendly for that moment. Irving walks to the side and climbs a sizable tree to put his back to the trunk, overseeing the mouth of the cave.
So you guys make a campfire? Do you guys make a campfire?
We're making a campfire at the entrance of the cave.
All right. There's plenty of wood around. Like there's plenty of green and branches around you. You guys make a campfire. You decide to spend the night here.
I'll lean like as soon as we got like a nice bundle of I'm just doing a flavor thing. As soon as we got like a nice bundle of sticks and twigs and kindling, I'll just lean over and just use my breath weapon for the day.
All right, there you go. You just turn it on. All right, there's a nice campfire going. Nothing specifically, and the night passes. The sun sets properly. It becomes dark right now. And I am going to make a few rolls, if you guys don't mind.
Motherfucker.
Go right ahead. Why not?
Do your thing.
Guys, move yourselves to the entrance of the cave so we're in the general vicinity of ourselves. Or whatever. Of each other.
You have first watch, right, Irving?
Yes.
Make a perception.
That is correct.
Make a perception check.
Last watch.
I would love to make a perception check. How far into the night has it been since I took watch?
It's about almost the end of your watch right now.
Oh.
It's properly dark. The campfire is going.
All right.
And
I forgot. I don't think I have any plus to that. Let me just check again. I was an idiot and clicked the actual sheet.
Just go to your skills thing.
Yeah. I X'd it out by accident like a fool.
Oh, okay.
Flat roll. So 13.
13, all right. Well, it takes you a moment because maybe the light is messing with your sight, but you do notice in the distance that there is a pack of animals roaming this area. They are drawn to you with the campfire being open. They are quite drawn to this location, but they don't seem to come closer.
Are they wolves? Are they bears? Are they owl bears? Are they?
You can't quite.
Goats?
You can't quite see it. You see a rough shape walking on 4 legs. Your best bet would be wolves.
So multiple animals.
Yeah.
Can I get a rough size? It's like bigger than a bread box, smaller than a Volkswagen bus.
It's
Do you know
a bunch
how
of
big a Volkswagen bus is?
It's the size of what you would expect a wild wolf to be.
Very well. Okay, and how far were they from the camp?
They're at this point maybe about, give or take, 80 feet.
All right. Is everybody asleep currently?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't seem to come closer.
Irving calls out to the party. Hey, everyone, on your guard. We have sneak thieves afoot.
Sneak thieves?
What is going on?
What?
Perhaps it is probably nothing, but there is a pack of wild wolves approaching.
Well, stoke the fire and they'll leave us alone. I roll back over.
Very well, I have done my job.
I guess it's my turn to take watch. And I stoke the flames and get up and take watch, sitting at the edge of the mouth of the cave.
All right, and you stoke the flame. They do not come closer, especially after you stoke the flame. They seem to be backing off without a problem. And the night itself seems to go by uneventful. You guys are okay. You guys are okay.
Woo!
Uneventful.
I was afraid we were about to get tagged by wolves, y'all.
Alright, and at first light, you guys wake up one by one, or unless somebody else makes everybody else awake. But you guys, the sun has come, and it's from now. I'm assuming you guys just decide to move back into town, or travel half a day's into town.
Heading back to town.
All right.
Yes.
Unless you gentlemen have an issue with that.
Nope. That sounds great. Let's get paid.
All right.
Woo!
And in due time, you guys do come into the town. Like you pass that same bunch of bones. Again, it looks like almost like somebody's messed around with it. Like the bones are like kind of moved around a little bit, but nothing special. As you guys move into town, you reach town's fine, and you guys, I'm assuming, directly go and knock on the
mayor's door.
Mayor's door, because it's about, as you reach town, it's about noon, maybe 1 p.m. as you guys reach, because you read it first light. All right, well, knock on the door.
Knock, knock.
And it takes time, like it takes a moment. You look, and the door opens, and there she is, Eve, the mayor of this city. You have made it. Most splendid. Come in, come in. And she guides you to the same table you sat before, discussing this endeavor. How did it go? Did you guys succeed?
It went absolutely smashing, my darling. Pleased to see us, are you? Irving says as he saunters into the estate.
I am most... Well, that certainly depends on how you guys fared in this endeavor. Did you guys succeed? Did you guys see what was there?
Yes, absolutely everything. Just as reported, concerned and feared, but ultimately dispatched by our hands.
Splendid. Do you have proof?
Yes.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact.
Like I pull out like a string of ears.
She takes a look.
Squall shows off his little vial of acid.
How many were there total?
In terms of 5.
There were 6.
5. With your little friend, 5. 6, 7. With the total of the 2 in the back.
3, 4, 5, 6.
7.
There's 6. Right?
Okay, whatever. I show her that many ears of kobolds.
She takes a look. She holds a few in her hand. Yes, those are indeed kobold ears. So
indeed, and there were oddly specifically 5, just as you predicted.
No, there were 7. 6, 7.
There were 7 in total.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You were in fact wrong. There were in fact 7 kobolds.
Well, I did mention the reports came back differently for different miners. There were only a few survivors, but you guys seem to have cleared it out. Was there a clue to why they were there? They seemed purposeful, if I have to believe the stories.
Was just going to bring that up. Madam Eve, if I may.
Maya,
Madam
yes.
May. Are you familiar with the ways of magic? Are you...
Am I familiar with the ways of magic?
At that point,
at which point she essentially opens up her hand, and there's this little like bright light that spews out as she closes it, and she just looks at you.
Excellent. Well, I think with what I'm about to show you, you may have paid us lightly, because inside of the cave there was a stone touched by the plane of water. Now, I remember hearing of ships being attacked by something from the sky, and this is directly related to that. And I pull off my backpack, and I make sure to not touch it and show her the stone that's inside of my pack. Do not touch this.
She takes a look at it. I thought I already noticed something. How does this relate to the sky? Because the sky, that is a griffin. How does this relate?
Tiamat. Are you familiar?
The goddess of the sea, or so they say. A 5-headed dragon that is nasty. What about it?
I spoke with the kobolds before we slew them, and they were performing a ritual. One of the kobolds was being possessed, perhaps by the spirit of Tiamat. There was an altar. There were religious trappings everywhere. These kobolds may be the reason behind all of the attacks at sea, and Tiamat, or an avatar, or a servant, may be the culprit behind all these attacks.
A ritual, perhaps?
This stone seems central to their rituals. We removed it from the wall of the mine. What I'm guessing is the dwarves, as dwarves are wont to do, dig in places where they're not supposed to, maybe, without checking, and they uncovered this evil magic, and the kobolds were drawn to it.
Let me stop you right there. This is not evil in itself. If this was evil, as he points towards the stone or towards your back, then I assure you, your friend over there, as he points at Squall, would be evil as well. She turns around and with her back to you, she takes this thinking pose. Tiamat.
Like, if I may, like a sword is not inherently evil, but you put it in the hands of someone who is evil, it becomes a tool.
Wise words.
Of you.
It is interesting. I did not expect the planes to be this thin here. She turns around again, looks you in the eye. I assure you, the problems the harbor has are not related to this, unless there's a connection between the Griffin and Tiamat that I am not seeing, or perhaps I'm not aware of. Perhaps there might be a disturbance of sort that has brought the Griffin here. But we would have Hypergriff. I misspeak sometimes. I apologize.
Oh.
A hypogriff.
Of course.
Hypogriff. Hypogriff. My dialect is a bit harsh at times. I'm sorry. I am not, as many of you, I was not once from around here too. Let me think.
I was not aware. I only heard rumors of what the attacks at sea. I had no idea that you had a specific creature in mind or had been...
I have seen the creature. I have tried to prevent it. I do not seek to slay monsters of such beauty. However, it may have to come to that one day if we don't find a way to stop it quickly. But that is neither here nor there, because we are here about this stone, and I... Are you familiar with the merchant of this city, the main merchant? Bolthic.
Nope.
Bolthic Ironbrow? Perhaps?
No, I am not.
Sounds like somebody I may have some familiarity with, potentially through my own guild.
And you are definitely familiar with him. Ironbrow is an esteemed clan of dwarfs. A high order, if you will. They are renowned. They are very renowned on the Kingdom of Iran. And you have dealt with this clan on many occasions due to your own special trade of gems. And you are aware that these guys are important in the Dwarven society. The Ironbrow clan, at least, is.
Okay.
Bolthic Ironbrow, he's our, she smiles, he's a bit of a know-it-all, if you will. But he knows it all most of the time, so we forgive him. I suggest you bring this stone to him. He may know what to do with him. All I can see right now is that it is indeed infused by the planes, which is a rare occurrence, as you perhaps know yourself, as a man of magic, a man of arcana, but not completely unheard of. And this was in the cave, yes?
In the wall.
In the wall?
Yes, I took about an hour of picking and swinging and sweat to get this out.
I see, so it wasn't brought there, it was... This is important information, I thank you for bringing it. I do encourage you. I will not take this as it is yours. As I said, whatever spoils you could find were yours, as was the deal. But I do encourage you to bring this to Bolthic when you have the chance. I'm certain he would be willing to take a look at the very least. But...
We'll do it straight away.
There you go, but... I am a lady of my word. Payment. I believe we had discussed 300 golds? Gold pieces?
And a deal with your captain of guards.
Yeah, about that, as she takes a look at you, Squall.
Yeah, about that.
Thank you for reminding me. Strangest thing happened. Logan was apparently murdered. Murdered in my town in broad daylight by a strange creature that looked bluish. Have you seen perhaps him? Perhaps you know of him?
Well, just shrugs.
Here comes the race card. Bring it.
No, I'm not whipping that out. Squall just shrugs and shakes his head. I'm not whipping out the race card, see. That's a whole different character, baby.
Let's just say I have smoothed things over with the captain, as essentially you guys helped the city in its time of need. I think we can forgive a certain transgression, especially after Logan was a known... Well, let's just say he was known.
Well,
but
have our thanks, our gratitude. Let the miners know. Speaking of that, before we continue, do you know any of the miners that survived?
Naturally, they came to me to report.
Can you give me one of their names, because, or at least their location in town, or where I can find them? Because I would like to inquire further as to the incidents.
Well, perhaps you have seen him, the ex-stable boy, perhaps.
Yes, Thorbic.
Thorbic, aye.
Right. Okay. I will talk to him.
He was one of the he wasn't a miner per se. He was one of the people that oversaw transport and such. So, if you want to talk to the miners who are most likely drinking, no offense, Mr. Dwarf.
None taken. Typically drink anyway, so
he drinks
no
a lot.
He do drink
a lot.
Talk to him, and beyond that, I as I was saying, I did smooth things over with Rodolphe, but he isn't too happy about it, so I would strongly recommend to behave and lay low.
It was an unfortunate situation. We will not happen again. Nothing of the like will happen again. I can assure you.
Oh, I assure you too it won't happen again. As she looks at you with like a look that says, if you do something, I will kill you myself.
Mm-hmm.
And she nods at you with like, with her eyes locked at yours, like, do we have an understanding? And as both nods.
A little nod and a bow. Yes, of course.
Alright, she walks into the back, she grabs a relatively filled pouch, and she throws it at Myeth. That should be enough. 300 gold. And of course,
I was certain we agreed on 400. Are you sure about that?
She looks at you again.
There was, after all, a giant spider in that cave, and giant spider taxes do need to be taken care of.
And she just looks at you, and...
Irving is smiling at her wryly.
Yeah, and she looks at you, and she smiles right back at you, and she says... Ooh, I believe I hear the captain of the guard coming. Perhaps it would be wise to leave my establishment.
Perhaps it would be. Very well, my dear.
I wish you good day, sir. What was your name again?
And to you.
Sorry, what was your name?
Craig. Craig, my darling.
Yes, Craig.
I couldn't help but notice that the smoke above your chimneys, they're all spiraling counterclockwise. You might, as a matter of fact, have a blockage of some sort. I would love, no, it would be a pleasure to attend to them.
That's beautiful.
I assure you my chimney is just fine.
But in case it does need a sweeping.
An artisan sweeping.
I am pretty sure there are plenty of men way better qualified to sweep my chimney. Good day.
Oh, I've already checked the listings. They only have journeymans in this town.
Good day, sir.
Irving backpedals and gives a huge...
And she starts moving towards the group, trying to push them out of her house, essentially. Just by, you know...
Fucking Craig.
Just starts to push you guys out. Good day.
And with that, I will see you if I have any more information on this stone. And I will look into your hippogriff problem. You'll be seeing me, I'm sure, again, if I could have the pleasure of your company.
Well, men like you are always welcome. She nods. And if you seek out the hippogriff, the issue of the harbor master should have some information.
Perfect. Until we meet again.
She takes a quick nod, she closes the door, and she goes on her business. And I think on that note, we should go on our business as well, as this should be the end of the second episode.
It was 300. Was it 300 gold or 350?
300.
300.
I bet she gave us 400. There's 400 in that sack.
No, there's 300. I will keep track of that, you little cheeky bastard.
Coy.
So 75 each?
Yep.
How much?
I got some... You said 75 each from that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then when we go see Bolthwick Ironbrow the merchant, we'll figure out what the gems you got are worth. And then
no, you already kind of know.
Yeah, like I know my character knows exactly how much they're worth, or at least
don't forget about the amulet you have and the rings.
I got it all written down, my friend.
Babe.
Yeah, like if you guys have to
write sell that motherfucker some acid.
I got this gem here that's worth about 500. Just you wait. I'm gonna be rolling around.
Yeah, these are raw.
That's where persuasion and barter comes in. Yeah,
these are raw gems, though. You have to, if you want to sell them at full price, not only would you have to make the right persuasion rolls, you also have to make them look good first.
Yeah,
but you have the ability and talent to do so. Actually, I'm actually gonna calculate some quick XP right now.
Yeah, baby.
So if you guys want to take the rounds and say, do some shout outs and such, starting with Zeke.
You bet.
Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Are we doing like full screen or whatever?
No, it's not full screen. I don't have fancy production quality.
No, it's all good. I was just wondering. Hi, everybody. My name is Ezekiel the Third. I'm a variety broadcaster. I'm going to be broadcasting in 1 hour as soon as the Fallout 4 releases on Steam. I will start my playthrough, and it will be a Bob Ross cosplay through. I got the wig, I got the shirt, I got the whole thing. I'm going to do some painting.
I really hope there's an afro in the game.
That is amazing.
And I will be giving. Oh, sorry. Is it my shout out or yours? Oh, it's mine.
I'm gonna be there, Zeke. Like,
I'm kidding, baby.
Motherfucker.
Bob Ross cosplays are going to be a lot of fun. I will also be giving away at least 12 copies of Fallout 4 with the season pass. So every copy I give away will have the season pass. So I'll be doing giveaway every single hour until all of those are done. So hopefully I can make it a 12-hour cast, but we'll see. But I will be giving all of them away. But I will be playing in character the whole time as Bob Ross, Happy Latrice. No rage, no anger.
Co's really excited to see it.
But I actually have painting something in store, so should be a lot of fun.
All right.
Thank you for having me. Thanks to Iron Chef Bobby Flail. Thank you to Bewby, Doobie, and thank you, of course, to Tangent Gaming. And most of all, thank you to Ace for setting this up.
It's a true gentleman. True gentleman and scholar.
All right, which brings us to
what a wonderful.
Yeah, it's your turn, Bobby. Do some shout outs.
Okay, sure. Well, I'm Iron Chef Bobby Flail. I stream early in the mornings, like between 6 and 7 a.m. Eastern, so I'm an early guy. Playing like as everybody else, Fallout 4. The big thing is tomorrow, so I'm actually doing a subathon tomorrow. So we'll see. I could be up 20, 30 hours. Who knows?
Good luck.
Those things are gonna go. So yeah, there's a good chance that I'll be live until I pretty much pass out. So that should be a lot of fun. If you're looking for another person to dive through the wastelands of Boston with, drop by my channel tomorrow, and it should be a lot of fun. So, and again, thank you so much for this today. This has been a blast.
All right, Tangent.
Hey guys, I am Tangent of twitch.tv/tangentgaming. I stream 7 days a week. I too will be delving as well into the wasteland, like everybody else. We will be. I don't know what I'm going to be doing exactly for my schedule for it, but we're planning on going pretty deep. I will have lots of rage on mine. I do tend to go melee and do lots of face smashing when it comes to that. We will be doing multiple giveaways as well over the course of the month, including a Pip-Boy edition. We will be giving away a Pip-Boy Collector's Edition to viewers. Additionally, we will be doing Xenoblade Chronicle X on the Wii U when that comes out. We're looking forward to that. But with that aside, I'd like to thank you guys for coming on out. I absolutely freaking love role-playing. I don't get to do it enough. Thank you to Bobby, to Zeke, to Booby, and Sour Kulicho. We miss you, buddy.
Yep.
And we miss you, fucking dude. Thank you so much. And Ace, thank you for putting this together. This has been a lot of fun. It's great being a part of this. And just looking forward to next week.
Awesome.
Fuck, sorry.
Wait, what?
Grace just said you should create an Irving character in your Fallout, and then somebody replied with, "I don't think Fallout can roll stats that low."
No, I don't think you can. I mean, I would basically be like Assassin's Creed Syndicate fighting higher level people, just like beating them in the face over and over again unnecessarily for like 6 hours before losing, getting hit once.
Oh god.
Well, and last but not least, Bewby, what's up? Do some shoutouts.
Doobie. I'm a mod for the asshole in the corner, the left corner. I'm gonna be there for his in an hour, helping him give away things, and he's not gonna appreciate me. So fuck that guy.
Oh, come on.
No, thank you guys for having me. I'm a new guy to all of this RPing thing, and it's so much fun. I killed like 4 fucking kobolds or something, and a fucking giant spider, and a Logan, whatever. Fuck that guy. There's been a lot of fun. So I've been a blast, and I can't wait for next Monday. You can follow me, Twitter. I stream sometimes, but yeah, you can usually catch me in Zeke's stream, Bobby's stream, occasionally Tangent's stream. And fuck this Ace guy. He's German, isn't he? Something like that.
Ich spreche keine Deutsch, ja.
No, but seriously, thank you guys for having me, and I hope you enjoyed the show.
All right, and me, hi, DM, do the thing, variety caster daily. Check me out, would appreciate it. Tomorrow, next week, we'll be back with the Northern Winds, hopefully. Hope you guys enjoyed. As I said at the beginning of the show, the VODs will be up on youtube.com/thewolfsgorer. We'll tweet about it, and I'm sure everybody else here will as well. Otherwise, you can check the VODs whenever you want here on Twitch, if you have access. And beyond that, thank you all so much for coming out. You're beautiful people. Hope you guys really enjoy the campaign. I certainly do. Many things in store, foreboding murders of weird guys in the middle of the street. But
hey, that guy had it fucking coming. And it wasn't a murder, it was a killing. They haven't proved that I murdered him.
It wasn't a murder, it was a killing.
I didn't murder him, I just killed him real good.
Yeah, it's like you caressed him way too hard with your axe. All right, anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out.
Like 6 or 7 times. Don't worry about it.
Thank you so much for coming out. I will see you guys next time for another episode of the Northern Winds. We're out.
Bye.
Prick.